Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 Liu Kang action figure. I happened to stumble across this guy at Target today and was very pleased. As I understand it, there's a bloody variant of him, and there's also going to be a shirtless variant of him. So let's check out the packaging here. As you can see, ages 14 plus, McFarlane Toys, Mortal Kombat 11. Here he is, looks like two alternate hands, nunchucks, and a display stand. Liu Kang. One side, here he is, Mortal Kombat 11. Other side, Mortal Kombat 11. At the bottom, there's a bunch of credits and a barcode in case that helps anybody. And then in the back, here he is posed up. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright. Now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with a display stand, two alternate hands, totaling 4 interchangeable hands, and some nunchucks. But before we take a look at the accessories, let's take a look at the actual figure. So here's Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat 11. I must say that face looks spot on from the game. Great job there. The hair, the bandana, the eyes, the cheeks, it looks straight out of the game. So going further down, his jacket, his shirt look great. Nice texturing. They look like they're made from different material. He's got some forearm guards here, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Once again, the pants look good as well. A little sash hanging off to the side here. Very pleased. About time we finally got another Mortal Kombat character. They keep making all these paint variations, and they're great. But finally, some more characters. And here he is, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. It's a perfect black circle, typical McFarlane stand. It says Mortal Kombat at the bottom, has one peg for the peg holes on their feet. It's very basic, very thin. Now let's check out his hands. Here he is with the first pair of hands. His right hand is completely flat, like he's karate chopping or maybe motioning someone to fight him. And his left hand more or less looks like it's pointing. Like I said, his right hand, it could be karate chopping or like in the Matrix. And here are his next two hands. These are both some semi-open gripping hands, able to hold his nunchucks. Now let's look at his nunchucks. They got red handles, nice little gold detail on there, different gripping and sculpt, and then a gold chain between the two, made of a kind of a soft material. You can't stretch it, but not really very much. Here he is holding his nunchucks, and here's how they have him holding the nunchucks on the back of the package. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 7.0 inches tall, which is going to translate to a hair under 18 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. You can look up and down about that much, not too bad. His head can tilt a little bit, not too much, giving him a nice amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint, you can go a little bit more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all the good stuff. Can't see it too well, but there's a butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest, giving him a little bit of an increased range of motion in his shoulder here. Below that, he's got a bicep cut, double jointed elbows, they go in this far. His wrist has a ball, it can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. In his waist area here, he's got a ball joint, it can rotate around, it can go forward and back. Legs, they go out about this far. Having a little trouble with that one. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. Forward, about that far. Back, pretty much not at all. The tiniest little bit of swivel there. Double jointed knees below that. And then his ankle here, it's got a ball. It can go up and down. It can rotate. It's got toe articulation. And it can tilt and rock a little bit. And here's Liu Kang fighting Scorpion in a match to the death. Round 1, fight! Now let's check him out, compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. Here he is with the only other figure I have from his assortment. This is a black suit variation of Scorpion. Now this Liu Kang is in his Art of Wu Shu outfit, and there is a blooded up version I've seen as well. There's also a version I've seen online where he has no shirt and yellow pants. Not sure if that's part of a future assortment or this one. This assortment also includes Shao Kahn and the purple version of Scorpion. And I think there's actually two versions of Shao Kahn. Still trying to figure it all out. And here he is, next to the most recent assortment of McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. These are some bloodied up versions, and they're also paint variants. I got my set from Amazon.com, but I've also seen them at a couple Targets. And here's my entire McFarlane Mortal Kombat collection. I was fully caught up until this new assortment and all the different variants showed up. And here he is, next to a Mezco Mortal Kombat 10 Katana figure. There's no mixing these lines, the scale is way too different. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is, with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale, all from different various video game properties. Then, next to some more McFarlane Toys, and here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select Toys. Then, here he is, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here he is, next to some NECA figures. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here, with some Mafex figures. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this is a pretty nice figure. His likeness to the game is spot on, very nicely done. His sculpt is very good. I love the texture and the different parts of his clothing. His articulation is also pretty nice, but could be a little bit better. Mostly liking the thigh area, and even his double jointed elbows don't go back as far as I'd like. His accessories are pretty good, just because of the nunchucks and some hands. Nothing incredibly special there. So overall, if I were to rate this guy, I'd give him a very solid 7 out of 10. He's a good figure, a good likeness, and I'm happy to finally get some new Mortal Kombat characters from McFarlane. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.